Hello everyone, I'm Jill Branson,
And I'm Missy Day.
and we're 50 Shades of Blonde. And right now we have our guest, Lisa Normile. And Lisa is with Liberty Mutual, and I have my insurance through her as well. And she is just awesome. If you want somebody that really is dedicated and cares about her client, this is the gal.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit, why is it that you got into selling insurance? Because I know you have a great story.
Well, what originally really started me on the insurance is when I was 18, I was in a very big car accident.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the right insurance, and the person who hit me had no insurance at all. And what I found out afterwards is, even though I lost my job, I was in the hospital for 30 days, I wasn't being compensated for that. I think I had to sue my insurance, and I got $10,000. The lawyer took a third, and it was really rough for me to understand it. As I got older, I worked with Missy at Citibank. When they JD'd us from that job, insurance came up, and I was like, I still don't know what kind of insurance I should have or why. So what I like to do is educate people, tell them what the insurance is, why they should have it, and kind of give them an idea of, even though it may cost you an extra $10 a month, this is what it's going to do for you, give you the benefits.
And that's one thing I have to say. She always has some kind of information that you haven't ever heard before, because I've networked with her a lot. And she will, every week, it just surprises me, because you come up with a new thing saying, did you know this? And you always have a story with it as to what happened to somebody because they didn't know, and if they'd have had this coverage, etc. So I really value that, because there's so many things that people, they don't know. They don't know about the gap insurance. A lot of people don't know about that. So
Yeah, your car deflates in price anywhere between 10 and 20% when you drive it off the lot. So if you don't have a gap insurance, either from your insurance company or from the dealership that you purchased the car at, and you're in an accident, it's totaled, you're going to be still paying for that.
well, and I didn't even know until I got my insurance that there is the whatever that was, where you put it on your car and it monitors.
Oh, for Liberty Mutual, we have what's called the
Right,
Right
it's
Track. And
awesome.
with the Right Track, you have it for 90 days, and it can save you up to 30% on your premium for your car insurance.
And I think that's really cool, because, as much as we drive like on the freeways and things like that, you don't realize, especially if you're in that 5 o'clock traffic, how often you're stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. And when you're around town, you don't realize sometimes how you might be, well, when it's busy there, you're really braking a lot. A lot of things go on that you don't even think about until somebody puts that little unit on there, and then
It makes
you go,
you aware of it.
Huh. Yeah. So I think that's great. And then you don't do just auto, right?
No, we do home, auto, life insurance,
Right.
annuities, and now we're also doing pet insurance.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm also getting into small commercial insurance as well.
Cool. And then the pet insurance, is there a age limit for the?
No, it's dogs and cats, and it will change in price depending on the age of the pet. If they have pre-existing conditions, depending on what they are, they may not be insurable, unfortunately. But it's an inexpensive way. I know my dog operation was like, I think it was 17 years ago, and that cost me $2,000 or $1,500, whereas you could pay between $10 and $30 a month, and that's covered for you, because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
They're just like us. They can get sick, they can get hurt, and you have different levels that you can also purchase, whether you want to have a high deductible, low deductible, what percentage they're going to pay, what they are going to cover. There's different levels that they can look at.
And I think that's awesome. I wish I'd have, by the time I figured it out, my dog was too old. She was like 12, I think, or something like that. So I think anybody who has a puppy or a kitty, or do they do just the dogs and cats? Or
Just dogs and
just
cats. I
dogs
wish
and
it was
cats?
birds.
Okay, yeah. She has 3 birds?
3 birds.
3 birds. And her bird was actually on the news the other day, because her bird says, "Go Knights, go."
I saw that. I only saw the bird part though. I didn't know that that was your bird.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you
now
should have
I'm
brought your
trying to teach her
bird
Go
on.
Liberty Go, but it hasn't worked yet. But what we really want to teach her right now is we want the cup. So.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
That's right. Well, she is a huge fan. And this girl right here, her and her husband are constantly, they go to every game. And I always see them, you know, they're at another game, they've got their jerseys on. They're kind of like you and I, except we don't get to go to every game.
Yeah.
We're sad
And I
about
tried to
that.
change that for next year, but they're sold
Yeah,
out.
they were sold out so
Aw.
quickly. I think I heard that before you told me.
That's the one thing my husband didn't like about Vegas was there was no sports.
Oh,
So
I
when the
know.
team came out, when he heard the team was coming out, he wanted to be one of the first ones on the phone to make sure that he
Aw.
can get the tickets, and we were lucky to get them, and we've been enjoying it. So it's our date night several times
Yeah.
a week sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Anywhere
awesome.
from October to now June. So
And you like to go to the practice too, right?
we go to the practice arena, but it's not the same anymore. There's a lot more people there.
Oh,
When we were
right.
first going to practice arena, there was only like 8 or 10 people there. Nobody knew that you can actually go down there and see the players. Now there's hundreds of people down there.
Oh.
So it makes it a little bit more difficult.
And they have a restaurant there, right?
They do on the second floor.
So, getting back to your insurance, so what is the main thing that you would want people to know about life insurance and about car insurance?
Life insurance is important for everybody. You want to make sure that the people that you love are taken care of, and you want to make sure that you can also leave your legacy. You don't want to, if you're married, you don't want to leave your spouse without a way to continue in the same fashion that they've been living, and even to be able to go through. It's hard enough dealing with the fact that they lost you. Insurance is cheapest when you're youngest. Everybody says, why would you get insurance on a baby? It's something that you can turn over to that child when that child's 20, 21 years old. It's
Right.
already paid off for. They would have that insurance for themselves. For car insurance and home insurance, you really need to talk to somebody and ask the questions of why you should have the insurance that you do, or what does it mean. If you don't know what each category of the insurance is, ask. If you don't ask, nobody will tell you. You want to know what you're paying for. Cheapest insurance is not always the best. You want to make sure that you're covered, and if something ever happens, you can use it the way you want to.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Now, tell me a little bit about where they can reach you, and what do you prefer? Do you want somebody to send you an email? Do you want them to call you and get a little information and set up an appointment?
I'm kind of hands-on. All my customers reach me by my cell phone, and that cell phone number is 702-349-9494. And I tell people if they don't have time, go ahead and take a picture of the cover insurance that they have, send it to me because your address is on there, and then I can go ahead and give you a quote and get back to you at your convenience.
And you do a lot of events.
I do.
So do you have one coming up right now?
The one that I know that's coming up is LVBNM, and that's going to be on the first Tuesday of June. And the other one is going to be Saints and Sinners at Red Rock Harley. Those are the two that I'm going to be working at next.
Cool. You can find her almost every month somewhere. Somewhere. She's out there just letting people know the information like she just shared, which is awesome. And I really appreciate having you on. I've had gone to the networking groups with her for how many years now?
It's been 3 years. Actually,
years.
Jill is the person who showed me how to network. So if it
I
wasn't
remember
for you,
the first day I took her out. We went to an event, and I can't even remember where it was, but anyway, I took her by the hand and I introduced her to a lot of people because
She
she
did.
just didn't know where to start. So
I was too nervous to talk to anybody.
yes, she
So.
was, but she's not anymore. Are you?
Sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to start going out networking with you again.
There you go.
Well, we should do that. All
So,
right.
what year was it that you got JD'd?
2014?
14. Oh, so you stayed, because I was in 13.
So March of 2014. So
So it's good, right? So that was the good thing that happened to us, kind of good, bad, because then we
we
went
didn't know
and did
there
our
was
own
life
thing,
after
right?
city. We didn't know
Yes.
yeah, everybody say there's life after city, but yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, thank you. We loved having you on the show.
I love being here.
I want you to come back.
Okay, I will.
Yes, thank you
'Cause-
for coming.
And I'm sure you'll have more information. Ooh, look
Easy
at
K
those.
nails.
Nails.
Very nice.
We're matching
Yeah, look at
nails.
hers.
Everybody
Oh, I
see
like
that?
I don't
yours.
have them. I'm jealous. She said she would have worn her shirt if
I
she'd have
would.
known we were wearing ours, but we kind of decided last night.
Yeah, it was
so.
like last minute. But let's all
Anyway.
say it, girls, before we go. 1, 2, 3.
Go
Knights,
go!